Welcome back to Crypto's Juiciest News, fans. That's right, we are stocking up the hats. Not to be any sign of euphoria, of course, but for preparation. We're gonna need more hats, they say. Bitcoin, friends, have you heard of my friend Bitcoin? My friend Bitcoin's at 65K. We have Ethereum is $3,500 as well. But Ethereum's monthly candle is still hanging on by just one little thread here. We are waiting to see what's happening. Remember, right now, friends, the market is in like this sleepy mode. It's like, hey, are the drugs going to come back on? Turn the drugs back on. Which is literally just green candles appearing because everybody wants to see their portfolio going up, of course. You know, there's really not much has been happening because everyone's still waiting to see. Bitcoin, are you going to make up your mind? What are you going to do? But, you know, friends, we got nothing to be upset about because it's great. It's granted us with 7 green monthly candles in a row. I mean, what else could you ask for? Never before done pretty much in Bitcoin history. But you did have a never before seen thing as well, which is the Bitcoin ETF. And you have never before seen bug eaters who probably want to usher in some sort of Trojan horse. Yes, I'm not going to say it, friends. I don't care that the price went up. You understand? When the prices go down and it's a bear market, I'm not going to say, oh, I guess I was wrong to be bullish. No. Just be careful, though. So from here, all right, we've got 2 scenarios now. That's it. If we get a left translated cycle, it's pretty much all over. Just sell everything, come back in November 2026, okay? However, if we top out and go down here, we're going to like that because that'll be standard 4-year cycle. Friends, I wonder if we can try to usher in the meme to the whole world. Left translated, left translated. What does that mean, friends? What does left translated actually mean? Please, I'm trying to help you, right? Left translated means, obviously, there's been 3 cycles and the crowd has learned that when they buy a year after the Bitcoin halvening, they get wrecked. So now they know, wait, I've got to buy before the Bitcoin halvening or on the Bitcoin halvening, which means I'm buying this year, 2024. And then they all think, see, the crowd all thinks, I'm the smart one and I'm going to be correct and I'm the one who's going to dump on everybody in 2025. That's what everybody thinks. Friends, let me tell you something. You know what's interesting? People who I would call sophisticated, like my friend Spencer, I do declare. By the way, I hope he's not watching this. I love you, Spencer. You're a good person. I just love your name. Spencer! All right. Now, friends like Spencer and many other people who are like familiar with the VC crowd. And also, friends, I dig around in VVV Launchpad. So shout out to Shawnee there. By the way, friends, like there'll be some sweet deals coming up there. You can participate. Watch my video on VVV Launchpad. So they're all, what I've noticed is, so what I'll do is, friends, I'll go through general chats and I ask people questions. Hey, what do you think? What do you think? And I field stuff myself just to feel, hey, what's the psychology of everyone out there? Let me tell you something. Surprisingly, I haven't found the person who's, I think, sophisticated, who believes the bull market is going to run long. Every single person believes it's going to run early. They say like maximum 12 months. And they said this from like February of this year. So everyone thinks it's pretty much over. No one wants to be committed long term. And I'm thinking, all right. So if we're all thinking, so this is where you got to, like, friends, you got to change it up a bit, friends, because at the end of the day, you can think you're a genius. You can think that you're the center of the world. But when you start seeing information and it starts spamming you, you're like, wait a minute, is this person sophisticated or are they now crowd consensus? That's something I'm always thinking about. When you live in like a TikTok generation and everyone thinks they're the center of the world, they can't possibly like leave their own body, do this like astral projection and go, how do I look like in relation to everybody else? Or see things from other people's perspectives. But I can. And that's why I'm looking like, wait a minute, if all these sophisticated people are thinking the same as like maybe me with the left translator and everyone else, I wonder if that even happens now. And that's something we're just going to have to be wary of. So when we're looking at Bitcoin, friends, yes, if we get left translated, all right, Bitcoin goes 150, 180K, and there's some sort of final alt season euphoria, but that means 2 years bear market. If we reset and do the 4-year cycle, man, I don't think any, that's what I'm just saying, friends. I'm trying to find people. Please let me know in the comments. Does anybody actually believe the 4-year cycle is going to play out as normal? Okay, no one does. So friends, if you want to know the actual crux of the issue, all right, so I've gone to like first principles here just to show you what it is. Okay, the actual crux of the issue is this. Is Bitcoin going to behave like a commodity or is it going to follow the money printing liquidity cycle of the world, which is 4 years? What's going to happen? Because the money printing liquidity cycle, it's 4 years, friends. If it follows that, that explains the spooky 4-year cycle stuff with Bitcoin. However, if it behaves like a commodity, then you're going to get that left translated, most likely. Because with a commodity, friends, actually, yeah, so exactly what I said to you, right? In the first 3 cycles, which is what we've seen, everybody now see these vertical lines halvening. They go, oh, halvening pump, halvening pump. And the third one, halvening pump. So now we're coming up here and everyone thinks, oh, we should pump forever, right? Halvening pump. They're basically telling each other, oh, I should hold for a year. That's what everyone's thinking. That's why sometimes, well, what if the move is so vertical, it moves here, and then you have to like descend here. It's a lower high when it comes to that point, and then November 2026 is when it bottoms out. That's pretty much what we're looking at. So look, I don't know what it's going to do. Is Bitcoin a commodity, or is it the 4-year liquidity cycle? By the way, you know that 4-year liquidity cycle? That's another way of saying, are you like a technology? Are you a commodity, or are you like a trading technology? Look, the truth is it's a bit of both, isn't it? It has elements of a commodity. That's why it's cryptocurrency, friends. We made the whole industry. It's an industry. You're not a commodity and you're not a stock. You are hybrid. So commodity, we can restrict supply. We can play around with the numbers in there. And then like the equity is, and you get a share of a network. You see what I mean? That's what cryptocurrency is the best. Okay, it's awesome. So also on the upside, not on the downside. Okay, because on the downside, infinite supply, right? So when you're looking at this, we don't know. All I'm just telling you is, if we've topped out for the year, I'm going to feel better. Why? Because actually, it's going to be tough as well. Because if we top out and we start going down, everyone's going to say, 4-year cycle, 4-year cycle. But if it goes up, everyone's saying left translated. I guess we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. Because look, at some point, Coinbase app ranking and all these other things are actually going to play out. And that'll probably give us the actual euphoria signs. I want to tell you something as well. In the past, I've mentioned this many times, but in the altcoin dominance, friends, it bottomed out in June last year. Now, altcoins, friends, it feels like if you go back to 2020, you can actually see, if you go back to 2020, we can see they ran exactly 12 months. Exactly, all right? So forget this little wick. This is fake, okay? So it ran exactly 12 months, pretty much. 12 months of increasing demand for altcoins. So I don't know why, it just feels like it would be perfect symmetry. You go from June to June this year where they cut rates. You see that? They cut rates up here. Actually have it here. US Fed cut rates. So it would be great if that happens. And like a lot of people, they get worried. A lot of people saying, oh no, but it's not moving and stuff. Yeah, but the biggest, most explosive moves happen in the past 2 months. Everything else before that is basically child's play. It's a crowd getting in. The whole thing's, friends, you don't get any nice price movements in the first 9 months, even though there have been, but it's building up FOMO. It's building up emotion. The last 2 months have other prices because everyone can't take it anymore. It gets bottled up. And that's when actually it was like, oh, now you're getting exciting. No, that's actually the end. I want to have a quick look as well at the ETH BTC, friends, because at the end of the day, we're still waiting to see that. Like, you know, everyone's getting very scared about Ethereum and its third cycle curse and everything that's going on. But look, man, friends, I got to tell you this. Just let's crank it. Look, Ethereum, friends. Ethereum is one of the only things in crypto that can sustain itself when it's left to itself. It really is. By cash flow. It's the only thing where people still are paying an enormous amount of fees for access to the decentralized block space. They're just selling blocks. That's what they're doing. All these other chains are doing it. They go, oh, we're selling blocks, but they're speculating that they'll be filled up one day. But right now, they're not. It's like somebody says, hey, we built a city. We got all these empty shells. There's a casino here. There's all these other things. There's this casino. There's a strip club. There's churches. There's hospitals. There's everything here. There's just not the people yet. So that's what we're doing here when it comes to Phantom, Pulse Chain, BNB, Polygon, all of these. And everyone's just hoping that these things, basically what everyone's betting on, friends, at the end of the day, they're betting on Ethereum becoming so exorbitantly expensive that people are forced to just copy paste their applications around and start moving around everywhere. That's what everybody's pretty much doing, that alternative layer 1 chain. Now, that narrative is now in its second cycle. So that obviously went nuclear heights to the sky in 2021. That was cycle 1 narrative back then. Now it's a cycle 2 narrative. And a lot of these things are still cheap. For example, we love Pulse Chain. That's a new coin. That's why a lot of people say to me, like, why do you keep talking about Pulse Chain stuff? I go, look, man, Phantom is a cycle 2 coin. BNB, cycle 2 coin. Polygon Matic, cycle 2 coin. Are you seeing the pattern here? Polkadot, cycle 2 coin. All of these are cycle 2 coins. Even Soylana, a cycle 2 coin. Yes, Soylana went up, friends, but what about the other 15 layer 1 chains? Didn't move. You see your odds? So if you're buying cycle 2 coins, you better be right. You better be right, man. There's no room for ever. You have to actually be right. See, if you care about more being right, then 14 out of 15 people got it wrong, didn't they? Only the Soylana people got it right. So I don't care about being right. I care about making money. You understand? So that's why you have other things as well. But when it comes to Pulse Chain, it's cycle 1, man. It's cycle 1. Now, a lot of people say, well, it's just a hexagon community here and there. But look, it's as good as cycle 1 as you can get. It's the best we can do. So a lot of people talking about these other, there are other layer 1 chains, but you probably don't even know about them. Are they doing volume? They're probably EVM. I've forgotten them off the top of my head, but where's the cult, man? I want to tag me and spam me, abuse me, throw knives and underwear, ladies' underwear with skid marks on me. Throw them at me. I want to like get my attention. Instead, it's just like, yeah, we're going to be a chain. Everyone's going to come deploy. And they use words like quantum and stuff and AI. It's just a BS buzzwords, okay? So that's what it comes down to. So Ethereum fans, even though ETH BTC is still struggling, look, it's still Big Daddy. It'll always be Big Daddy. I know, but look, Soylana, what it's been able to do is basically scaring Ethereum people, really scaring them, because Soylana hit almost 100 billion valuation, okay? And they got really, really, really scared because, see fans, look, Richard Hart was right. Well, instead of making a layer 2 chain, he's like, you know what? Layer 2 chains, you don't need to make one. Just make your own layer 1 chain that's working. So that's why he made Pulse Chain. He didn't make Pulse Chain an Ethereum extension with its own governance token. Because people who are doing that, they're trying to get the outskirts of Ethereum. But this is what I said, man. I told, now, of course, friends, Vitalik is the 4,000 IQ alien. I'm literally a freaking humble peanut brain. There's nothing in here floating around. Literally just one salt crystal on this little peanut. And I've been saying for a long time, since the start, I go, look, I know how humans are, okay? Some say I'm a human myself. If you get people into the habit of bridging, they're just going to go look elsewhere. They are. Okay? It's just like, friends, if you're a troubled child and your parents start saying, you know what, I think you got to find somewhere else to sleep on the weekends because you're too rowdy at home. Well, now you're inviting your child, okay, go ask around, go see what else is out there. You see what I mean? Once you open up this door, you can't close it. It's Pandora's box here and there. Well, that's what they've done with Ethereum. Now, friends, there's one thing in Ethereum, one of their proposals, I can't find it. Someone, I don't know if it ended up being an official one, but I wonder if they're going to do it. See, this is something, some deeper philosophical things. I'll tell you stuff Ethereum people don't even tell you. You know, Ethereum, they started feeling sorry for the rest of the crypto industry. So there's actual proposal out there, friends. Someone has a proposal where, you know, you're bridging. They were going to do this thing where if you bridge to a layer 2 chain, an Ethereum friendly chain from Ethereum, you have like 95% reduced costs. So it doesn't cost you $100 to bridge out to Arbitrum or Optimism or Coinbase. It only costs you $5. 95% reduction. However, if you want to go to like Pulse Chain, Phantom, BNB, these other ones, it'll cost you $100, 20 times more. So, but why didn't they do that, friends? Why didn't they do that? Well, I tell you, because Ethereum friends, they're not out for blood. Do you understand? They're very nice, neutral people. They're like, well, that's not really decentralization, is it? And the market should choose. And I'll be like, man, you give me the crown, friends, and Nagabo's pimp stick, I'm going around slapping them. That's the first thing I will do. What an idea. They have it in there. They just never put it. It's like 70 years old. You see that? It's because, friends, Ethereum was doing so... Why did they do this, by the way, with the merge? Because Ethereum is doing so well, and it's on its way to flipping Bitcoin. Now, I bet they're wishing they did it, by the way. But also, I kind of wish they don't, because then that would really suck for everyone else. Imagine when Ethereum's fees are $400 and it only costs like, you know, $10 to bridge out, but it costs $400 to bridge to Pulse. And basically, everyone's trapped. You can't even use your capital. That's why Ethereum people are like, oh, Vitalik's like, decentralization. You know what I mean? Like his brain's trying to figure it out how us pleb humans can even interpret this stuff. Got to remind you, crypto market's still sleepy with residual memes and poop still moving. Yes, there's poop sloshing around moving. However, friends, I'm waiting for a crypto crash. I don't want to go entertain myself and look at all these other coins here and there, right? Obviously, they're all great, but I haven't solved anything. So I still have everything. I want to wait for blood first. Okay, if they give me blood, I'm like, okay, sweet. Now everyone's crying. Now I can just make shows for you and just go, let's go. Bang, 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 bang. Everything. Yes, no, yes, no. That's it. This is the final move up. If you actually see on my profile, friends, you see my prophecy list, all the prophecy wins. Just to let you know all these prophecy wins, friends, Most of them came after the Bitcoin crash, the Bitcoin halvening crash. Most of them. So all of these actually, basically all of these, except Rocket Pool. Rocket Pool was bought like end of 2019, early 2020. See, isn't that crazy? All of these wins, friends, all of these wins came after the Bitcoin halvening crash. I did not, by the way, I did not know to do this around the Bitcoin halvening crash. Why? Because I thought Bitcoin and Ethereum were enough. I generally thought back then, friends, I didn't know who to watch, okay? I didn't know anything back in early 2020. I was watching mainstream, Altcoin Daily. That's why a lot of people dug up posts. Oh, you used to say bad things about Richard Hart. Yeah, bro. Newsflash, 99.99% of the industry has said it or still says bad things about the bloke. Like, I don't know where you've been living under a rock. It's kind of funny. So, but I just want you to know, like, the biggest opportunity comes in that Bitcoin halvening crash. And it's kind of funny, you're thinking there's no way anyone's going to believe a crash. That's why I don't know. But after that, that's last chance. And I mean really last chance after that. But there will be alt seasons and stuff here and there. So that's why I'm going to be licking my lips if that happens. Gentle reminder as well, the US Fed, friends, so Bug Eater Central has a 74% chance of cutting rates on June 14th. As I just showed you, that 12-month fractal might play out. We'll just wait and see, okay? And you just got to be prepared for the prices that you get because they might not be what you think. However, look, man, let's say the prices, you just plan now. You go, okay, what if your portfolio is nowhere near what you thought it would be around it in the next 2.5 months, if we get that? I just want you to say, well, does it hurt to shave off 15%? No, it doesn't, friends. Because here's the thing. Psychologically, you can shave off 15%. And then if we crash, by the way, the crashing part, if that does top out there, just let you know, altcoins die for the rest of the year. From June to December, they're basically trash. That's what basically happened. And Bitcoin takes over. So that's what you might do. 15%, you leave it out. Maybe Bitcoin drops 20%. So you've sold 15%, Bitcoin drops 20%. You just get back into Bitcoin, right? So you throw that just into Bitcoin and you go, you know what? If you're going to charge and shock everyone around the world, I'm just going to be in you and rotate out into altcoins. That's basically you're trying to do this cute swing. This is swing macro. So if you're just repeating a 4-year cycle, move here and there. But psychologically, you feel better because you at least have something on the sides. Trust me. Even taking 10% out, friends, it matters big time because you feel like, oh, I've got ammo. It's all right if it goes lower. You can start to feel, it's nice to feel greedy with prices on the downside for once, you know what I mean? Instead of being caught with everyone else. Bitcoin and Ethereum, as I just showed you, they're still hanging on their green monthly candles, right? For Ethereum, barely hanging on. Everyone's still waiting to see, Richard Hart's Ethereum trade around $3,800. Let's see. Also got to remind you, 40 Twitter accounts all tried to start a Coinbase narrative run within the same day. 40. And most likely, doesn't take a genius to figure this out. They're already in the altcoins they're talking about. Right? And the ones they're shilling en masse. So, friends, I talk about many coins I don't have, right? I talk about many coins I don't have, and there are coins I have I just don't talk about. But I don't go around saying, oh, I'm going to talk about you. I don't think about that every day. I'm just telling you, yes, there are coins I don't talk about, things I watch the zone of, or things I just want to see them do well. I'm just not in, or like, oh, I just don't want to get in because maybe I don't have any bullets to rotate or just can't be bothered. There's many things out here, but people read too much into stuff, but that's okay. So the Coinbase narrative didn't last that long though, but why? I'll tell you, most likely, friends, Coinbase season might finish it. Because if Coinbase app is number 1 ranking at the end, right, towards the end, let's say it becomes like rank 20, then 15, then 10, then 5, 1, right? Around that, the 100 million customers on Coinbase, they're getting funneled to buy meme coins and other trash onto Base chain. And they have easy interface so people can just do like two-click swapping. Oh, I want to buy this meme coin and gamble. Okay, it's basically just like a digital casino. It really is. Not basically, it is, right? Just think about it. So that might be the end. So that's the end game when that's happening because everyone coming in and everyone hopes that once they get a taste of that they go and move out, but we don't know. That's going to be very tough to hold through, isn't it? Like you're hoping that these people go and move to other chains. So we're just going to be waiting to see what happens. But people are trying to start it early now. But you need the 100 million customers first. So it's smart money is trying to front run that retail crowd by trying to start seasons on Coinbase, but retail's not there yet, friends. The 4-year cycle, they're meant to come out at the end of this year. They're meant to, I know it's just crazy how it is. They're meant to just get FOMO at the end of this year as when Bitcoin and beginning of next year when it comes to that. Okay, friendly reminder, cycle 2 narrative, friends. They are still cheap. DeFi, oracles, gaming. And however, they only do their explosive pump historically at the very end of the Bitcoin cycle run. So yes, look, yeah, friends, go buy AI. Good luck finding a cheap AI coin. You can't. Every single thing has exploded 40x off the low. Just wait till I'll buy them in the crashes. Give me a 70% crash, and maybe I'll think about buying you. All right. DeFi, Oracle's game. Yeah, Oracle's obviously Chainlink. You can go buy the other ones. Like, it's all the same stuff at the end of the day. You know what you're playing for. Also, PulseX, remember, is a DEX Cycle 2 narrative as well, but it's a new coin. That's it. So I just look. I'm not a financial advisor. It's just that I personally want every advantage I can get. Okay, I don't care about being right. I care about making money. I know if you have a Cycle 1 coin, your odds of making money and more money is way higher than a Cycle 2 coin. So if you take all new coins, and so you go back to 2021, okay? 2020 and 2021. If you took things in their first cycle and compared them to all the set of coins that were out in 2017, you will see a huge difference. You will see 99% of them, 99, let's say 95% of them that were new coins outperform the old stuff, 95%. So I know those odds, and now you do too, right? I've been telling you. So I'm not going to play around with that. I don't care about, I don't think I want to rely on the 5% chance that I'm going to nail the thing. So I have to be right. I don't care about being right, friends. A lot of people, everyone thinks that they're in the coin that's going to move. For example, everyone holding XRP and Monero and all these other coins, everyone thinks, oh, I'm so right. I'm finally going to be the winner. Everyone's going to revel in my glory because I'm going to be the one who picked the old narrative coin and old cycle coin that's going to kill it. Okay, good luck to you to do that, right? By the way, last cycle, who did it go to? Doge. It went to Doge and Cardano pretty much. However, Cardano had the alt layer 1 and alt EVM narrative behind it as well. And then Doge had memes. So the memes, they were participating in the memes, those two coins. So if you're picking a coin, it better be part of a meme. That's why you got to think about any Cycle 2 coin. So a lot of people will hold Hex, for example. Well, if Hex got an AI upgrade and Richard Hart made a coin, this is AI, actually uses AI for some consensus or whatever to do your staking thing. Yeah, you'd be like, you know what? This might be one of the things that comes back as a Cycle 2 coin. But you just don't know, man. You just don't know. Okay? So at the end of the day, I prefer to stake with the higher odds, which is Cycle 1 coins. That's it. I want newer Cycle coins just because it increases my odds. Doesn't mean it wins, guarantee. It's just that on average, compared to older stuff, they do better. You're already seeing it as well. For example, gaming coins. I don't want any old game. I want new stuff. That's why I'm doing paid launchpad, VVV launchpad. That's why getting these new stuff, Cycle 1, you got to get a cheap price for them, right? So you got to make sure you check the tokenomics and everything else. So this is just the principles I like to go off. And yeah, everything's aging over time because everything's trying to find product market fit. Got to remind you as well, if the 4-year cycle repeats, then Bitcoin is due to pump in November as we already ran through, and we get that left translated cycle, friends. Now, I got to show you very, very importantly. Look, obviously you should watch all my videos, but if you have to watch one, friends, it has to be, it has to be this one. Left translated cycle, friends. I've got a warning and a star emoji. Like, whoa, it's star because it's glorious, and there's a warning. This is a critical thing. Yes, I'm telling you now. You have to watch this. Why? Because if you get it wrong, the stakes are high. Talking about the left translated cycle, what does it mean and how everything happens? Okay, so the stakes are very high if this happens. If you are blindsided by this and you get it wrong, you are toast. And not just a little bit toast. You are double toast. You are toast as in left translated cycle toast, and Bitcoin ETF people, friends, I'm telling you right now, they're all betrayers. They're non-believers. I'm telling you, the Trojan horse, what's the prophecy? The dark prophecy? Those Bitcoin ETF top buyers are going to be the first people protesting at the White House, right, in their underwear with skid marks and their pencil necks and flailing arms. They're going to be the first ones saying, ban crypto. Ban Bitcoin, it's evil. It's evil, it's evil, it's evil. Why did you let us buy this? They're going to be the first ones doing it, right? It's probably part of the government's plan. Who knows? But that's pretty much it. And look, I'm going to know it's FUD. Me, your friend Swami here. But I know what 95% of the crowd is like, okay? 95% of the crowd, okay, is wake up, read the news, and then instead of like feeling bad and walking away, you feel bad, click sell, and then walk away. That's what most people do, unfortunately, and you'll be contributing to that, and it's going to be a very long thing if we get that. That's why it would be nicer if we reset we reset, and we're like, sweet, 4-year cycle here and there, okay? So it is what it is, okay? Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button, all. Don't forget to watch the video, friends. Catch you soon.